Hi, Genki Call here, and happy Halloween! Stay safe out there, peoples. All right, we have our final week of this campaign. Boop, wrong button. And that means that as of next week, all of these bonus stats are going to go away. And so if you want to do any high level delving, now would be a good time to do that. We also will no longer have any randomly spawning giant gems next week. Next week's our cooldown, so keep that in mind for next week. And we are in Nexus this week, but before we get to that, let's get to the campaign tasks. And hold on a second, I'll pull that up for you. They are right here. Thank you very much to the amazing Hawks and Gary, as always. For gold, we have get 45 brown kills and get 30 elemental kills. For silver, kill Kalika twice. Win 3 dungeon battles, earn 750 gold in battle, and use a banner of elements for 10 wins. For bronze, win 3 ranked PvP battles, which is really nice because you can actually do Kalika and the PvP battles at the same time if you're lucky. Use a pole arm weapon for 3 wins, win 3 battles in a single arena run. Explore Nexus 1 time at difficulty 10 plus, use the Elementalist class for 3 wins. Open 25 glory chests. I'm just going to open 50. Open 2 event chests, match 4 plus gems 15 times, craft 1 brown summoning stone, and use a Nexus team for 3 wins. Keep in mind on the glory chest that we do have Mythic Friday coming up this week, so that is always going to be a good thing to keep in mind because Mythic Friday's coming! Whee! All right, let's get in here. So, what you can get with your event keys this week. Ba-dum-ba! I will take you in there. Ooh, we can get this up another power level this week. Whee! Okay, let me get this sorted for you. And base rarity, show all. So, the troops that you can get with your event keys this week are for there's only one mythic, and that is Kalika. She does damage to 4 random enemies boosted by elemental stars, and a 50% chance to create an elemental star at the start of her turn. Now, she's okay. She's not amazing. So maybe saving your keys for a better mythic week. But if you need her for your power level, you know, it's all personal preference, of course. Legendary-wise, we have King Heliodor, who does true damage to the first enemy, boosted by brown gems and allies, then knocks them to the back and creates 3 elemental stars. He gives 5 life to all elemental allies when matching brown gems, creates a brown gem when the turn begins, and he has 50% skull damage reduction. There is a team out there from one of my viewers that uses 3 King Heliodors, and it's really effective. Really, really effective. Then we have the Nexus portal. This guy creates 4 to 6 elemental stars and summons a random Nexus troop. He can backfire pretty easily, but he does conjure an elemental storm when matching 4 plus gems, and this is the only troop in the game that can give you an elemental storm, which is elemental stars, of course. Now, troops you will not be able to get with your event keys are the Lovers. This is a tarot card and only available in the vault. We have the Umbral Nexus troops, which you can only get from Umbral Nexus with your Chaos Shards in the Underworld. Umbral Portal, Darkborn Warlock, Lightborn Paladin, and what's the last one? The Void Wisp. Strangely enough, lowest rarity, most useful for the pure faction, which is just a side note. So let's get back to this. Hawthorne. Now the thing is with the Nexus troops, they all have this thing where they're going to create a colored gem at the start of the turn. Pretty much all of them. Some of them, like these, both use green. But destroy a row, deal damage to the first enemy boosted by green allies and gems destroyed. He's okay. He was useful because he was a Pathfinder. He's okay. The Nexus troops are generally just okay. Create this guy, Dark Natureborn Hunter. Create 1 elemental star plus 1 more for every 3 green allies, plus 1 more for every 3 green gems. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't they... Why did they have to put it this way? I don't know. Shale actually is quite useful. I take that back. Convert 1 mana gem into an elemental star. That doesn't sound like much, but you make sure that you get a match for her and you get a ton of mana for your team. It just works out that way, that she's actually quite useful. And she summons a Dust Storm at the start of battle and creates a brown gem when the turn begins. This is our new guy. We'll find him in the shop. I'll take you over there in a bit. This is the same as all of the other giants released during this campaign. Damage to an enemy. This time it's green gems to brown giant gems. Create a brown giant gem when I take skull damage, and he's stealthy. Valiant Pyrea creates a fire gem, of course, a red gem. Not a fire gem, that's different. A red gem. Sorry. Damage to an enemy. Ah, this is our God Slayer. That's right. So this is good for using against any troop with a red border. If they're in the dungeon, if they're one of the new gem dragons, Hatir Ascendant, Scroll Reborn, Zolgoth, Raid Boss. That's what these troops are for. Fighting with that 3 to 5 times skull damage. And spell damage. You don't have to have them traded to get 3 to 5 times spell damage. So at 3x, that's their base rarity. 4x is legendary. And if you send them to Mythic, you get that 5 times damage, which is super nice. Water, weird. This is our Siegebreaker. Same deal, only with towers, like Leona's Tower and all of the towers in Invasion. Yep, just that. And it creates a blue gem. Waterborne Priestess. She is a healer, life to all allies, boosted by blue gems and allies, and creates a blue gem at the start of the turn, and she submerges herself, which makes her a pain if you're using an AoE team against her. This one is a tank. She gains... No, wait. That's Umbral Nexus. My bad. Natureborn... I knew that was wrong. Natureborn Wolf? Wolf. Woof! Woof, woof. Okay, sorry. Damage to an enemy and entangle them. If they die, create 2 elemental stars, gain an extra turn. You know, great for arena, but otherwise not so great. It is immune to entangle, though, which is nice. Stoneborn Lion creates a brown gem. Skull damage reduction by 50%, immune to stun. And this guy stuns. You hit him, you stun him, and if they die... Again, it's the same mechanic with that. Waterborne Owl does damage, freezes them. Again, they're all kind of the same theme. All of them, really. This is another one that submerges. Fireborne Eagle. It's all the same. They're all doing basically the same thing. This one burns 2 to 4 random enemies, gains some armor boosted by red gems and allies, so... Basically, he's just burning them and tanking, but he only has 25% skull damage reduction. Nature Weird is something actually I've been using in Bounty for the early levels. The scatter damage, it gets rid of things nice and quickly on those very early Bounty levels. But there's a new troop that does scatter damage that I like better, so I probably won't be using it anymore. Void Wisp can't get, and the Natureborn Warden does a range of damage to an enemy boosted by green gems and allies. This does have a 50% chance to ignore skull damage with...
I just got another Kalika.
Ignore armor with skull damage. So basically she has a 50% chance to do true damage with skulls if you put her up at the front of the team. I wouldn't say that there's anything in here to really go out of your way for... just in general, but if you need to get your power level up here, it would be, totally up to you. But let's go here first, because I always forget this. Tall, dark, and gruesome. I like that. Okay, so Nexus troops get plus 10% to skills, and let me guess, elementals? Elementals. So everything from Nexus basically is going to get plus 20% to their skills because they're elementals from Nexus. And then if you take this new guy into PvP or Explorer, you get an extra 400 gold per battle. Let's go in the shop. Chop, chop. resources, spoils of war. Get all of these if you can every week. It's a fantastic prize for event keys, and every event key is a chance at a mythic. So I recommend doing that every week if you can, and then pop over to the weekly event and grab the new troop. Now I get this boosted up to mythic level every week because that is one more guaranteed troop that I can get to level 20 for my power levels. And the sooner you can start getting those boosted and getting those power levels up, the sooner your stats are going to increase, the more that you're going to enjoy the game. It's just the more my power levels go up, the more fun the game becomes because it makes your tributes better. It's just great. But we're going to actually head in here and do this right now and see if this can go up more than one level. I'm interested. I haven't looked into it, so do that. We'll do this. And then we'll level this guy up. Meow. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I love getting my power levels up. It's so good. Okay, so power level 13 is as high as it can go for now. Also coming up this week, tomorrow on Tuesday, we have the Umbral Nexus faction assault. On Wednesday, we have the Moist Owlet pet rescue. On Thursday, we have the Elementalist class trial. Excellent, excellent class. This is arguably one of the best, um, sorry, classes in the game. Definitely amazing. This weekend, we've got arena. We have an arena event, but we also have Mythic Friday coming, and we've got Sagittarian, I think it's called, coming in
Yes.
on Friday. So keep an eye on your keys for that. To keep a hold of your keys for that if you want to get the new Mythic. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'll be back when I can with the next one, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye bye!